Thank you, Stella, and thanks to all of you for joining us today for the inaugural Dell Technologies Press and Analyst Briefing. This is a fantastic day for our customers, our company, and our team members, and our communities. We've reshaped our industry and the future by creating the next great technology company that can do more to advance innovation at scale than any company on the planet. And to kick things off, I'd like to take a few minutes to share some context for what we're going to do and how we see the world. We believe that humanity is standing at the very beginning of the next industrial revolution, the next quantum leap in human progress. Digital transformation is real, and it's radical beyond anything we've ever seen. I'm not just talking about digital transformation of business, but the entire physical world. As the marginal cost of making something intelligent approaches zero, the number of intelligent objects and devices is growing exponentially. By 2031, the number of connected nodes and devices will grow from 8 billion to 200 billion or more, about 25 times the number of people on the planet, and will create massive new sources of information. Using that information, especially in real time, to provide better insights and to build a better world, that is the challenge and the opportunity of our generation. And that is why we created Dell Technologies, to make those possibilities a reality. So now let me take a moment and introduce you to Dell Technologies. The two largest parts of Dell Technologies are very familiar. Our client solutions business and our most well-known business will continue to be known simply as Dell. Our infrastructure solutions business, a real data center powerhouse, brings together the very best of Dell and EMC and will be known as Dell EMC. And all of this capability is wrapped in Dell EMC services, from an unrivaled consultative expertise to the global power of Dell EMC's Pro Support Plus service. The rest of our family, Pivotal, RSA, SecureWorks, VirtuStream, and VMware, will continue to keep their independence and retain their freedom to develop their own ecosystems. That's part of our commitment to providing openness and customer choice, foundational principle at Dell Technologies, and I believe of any successful technology company. But importantly, we've also strategically aligned our capabilities where it makes sense to deliver integrated solutions in areas like hybrid cloud and security, and seamless technology infrastructure from the edge to the core to the cloud. Taken together, we have an incredibly powerful set of solutions. Now, we're not just content with having powerful solutions. We always want to be number one. Today, we have leading positions in PCs, servers, storage, virtualization, and security, converged and hyper-converged infrastructure, and platform as a service. We're the leader in 20 Gartner Magic Quadrants. We have incredible IP with more than 20,000 patents and applications pending. This phenomenal R&D engine is fueled with $4.5 billion in annual R&D spend and backed by the industry's most powerful supply chain. Will drive efficiencies across our entire family of businesses. In go-to-market, our new company has the strongest capabilities and the furthest reach, with more direct customers and a more powerful channel than any other technology company anywhere. We have an advantaged financial structure, completing the transaction at historically good terms. Our cash flow to debt service ratios are phenomenal. In fact, our debt payments are much less than our competitors pay in just share buybacks and dividends. Any FUD out there to the contrary is just factually incorrect. Importantly, we are also privately controlled. We don't have to cater to short-term thinking that exists in the market. We can think in decades. And if I'm going to summarize my vision for our new company, I say that we're going to be the trusted provider of essential infrastructure for the next industrial revolution. For organizations to build their digital future and transform IT, we're the place to come. Together with our customers, we're going to move beyond automated industrial processes to automated complex tasks, like creating new systems of engagement and insight. Virtual reality and augmented reality will redefine work, learning, and play, with whole new ways of living and doing business opening up before our eyes. Artificial intelligence, machine learning, and deep learning will amplify human creativity, unleashing a torrent of innovation and the ability to solve some of our world's biggest challenges in health, energy, food, and education. At Dell Technologies, we have the vision, the innovation, the market position, and the horsepower for our customers to dream that big. Dreaming big is always what Dell has been about. 32 years ago, I was building PCs in my dorm room at the University of Texas. Now, I didn't know where it would all go, but I believed passionately that information technology represented a revolutionary advancement in human progress that would change the world for the better. And in the last 3 decades, we've seen technology driven deeper and further into the world than ever before. We've seen information and access to technology democratized. We've seen new industries, new business models, new ideas, and opportunity from every corner of the globe. And this is just the beginning. The real show is just getting started. Dell Technologies will stand at the very center of the action as the largest enterprise systems company in the world, more relevant to our customers and to supporting the digital transformation of our world than anyone. I could not be more proud, more honored, or more humbled to be leading this incredible organization, or more excited for the opportunities that lie ahead. And with that, I'd like to invite Tom Sweet to share a little more detail on the financial strength of Dell Technologies.
Thanks, Michael, and thank you all for joining us on this historic day. As Michael stated, the combined company will be a leader in numerous high-growth areas of the $2 trillion information technology market. We will have a complementary portfolio, sales team, and R&D organization across 4 globally recognized technology platforms. This includes number 1 in storage and converged solutions share worldwide, number 2 in worldwide x86 server share, and in PCs, we are number 3 worldwide from a unit perspective, number 2 in North America on a unit basis, and number 1 worldwide in profit among Windows vendors, and have grown share for 14 consecutive quarters. Total annual revenue across our combined company will be approximately $74 billion, and we expect to drive strong free cash flow from operations. And importantly, our combined financial strength will allow for continued significant investment in R&D as we drive technology solutions that enable our customers to fulfill their critical technology needs. We have 140,000 team members serving customers in 180 countries, supported by more than 1,800 service centers and 10 repair facilities worldwide. Our 40,000 sales team members and 30,000 services and support team members are backed by 25 manufacturing locations and more than 40 distribution and configuration centers. Dell Technologies is the world's largest privately controlled technology company, giving us the freedom to focus on our customers first, invest for the long term, and incubate high-growth businesses in emerging areas. Turning to merger consideration, EMC shareholders will receive $24.05 per share in cash, in addition to the newly issued Class B tracking stock linked to a portion of Dell Technologies' economic interest in the VMware business. Based on the estimated number of EMC shares outstanding at the close of the transaction, EMC shareholders will receive 0.11146 shares of new tracking stock for each EMC share. Shares of the tracking stock trading under the ticker symbol DVMT will begin trading on the New York Stock Exchange today. We believe that the tracking stock will provide an opportunity for previous EMC shareholders to continue to benefit from the performance of VMware. We raised a total of $47 billion in debt to fund the transaction. This includes $20 billion of investment-grade bonds, $3.25 billion of high-yield bonds, and $14.5 billion of term loans. The total debt is a $3.15 billion cash flow revolver. Reduce our cost of capital and optimize the capital structure of the combined company. Debt investors were compelled by both Dell's track record and Michael Dell's proven commitment to deleveraging. Dell's corporate rating has been upgraded 2 notches since the LBO. The company has paid off over $5 billion of its gross debt since the LBO. Finally, the transaction will drive significant revenue and cost synergy opportunity. In addition to ongoing cost savings initiatives underway at both Dell and EMC, we expect to achieve additional cost synergies associated with increased efficiencies in the combined company's supply chain and in the general and administrative area. On the revenue side, we will be driving significant cross-sell opportunities in our Infrastructure Solutions Group, in our Client Solutions Group, and with VMware. We expect our annual unlevered cash flow will be 3x our total pro forma cost of servicing the debt. Now, here's what you can expect for Dell Technologies external reporting in Q3. Dell Technologies will be separated into 3 business units: Client Solutions Group, Infrastructure Solutions Group, and VMware. First, our Client Solutions Group will not be materially different than what it is today. We will continue to report revenue splits between consumer and commercial results. Client Solutions is an important element of our strategy, generating strong cash flow. Our goal is to continue to leverage our traditional strength in the PC market to acquire new customers, which then enables us to cross-sell solutions and services that provide recurring revenue and profit streams. Second, our Infrastructure Solutions Group will consist of EMC's Information Storage segment and our Enterprise Solutions Group. We will report revenue based on the existing categories we use today, which are storage and servers and networking. Storage will include EMC and Dell storage businesses along with VirtuStream and VCE. Our comprehensive portfolio of advanced storage solutions will include traditional storage solutions as well as next-generation storage solutions, including all-flash arrays, scale-out file and object platforms, converged and hyper-converged systems. Similar to the reporting structure that existed with EMC, VMware will continue to report as a separate business unit. VMware is a leader in virtualization and cloud infrastructure solutions. It develops and markets its solutions and service offerings within 3 main groups and allows organizations to leverage synergies and manage IT resources across complex multi-cloud, multi-device environments. Our other businesses include RSA, SecureWorks, Pivotal, and Boomi. While we won't report these businesses individually, we will continue to share strategic progress in the coming quarters. I look forward to the opportunities that lie ahead for Dell Technologies as we actively develop new solutions in this rapidly changing industry that will enable us to continue to provide superior value to our customers. Now, I'd like to turn it over to David Goulden for a discussion of our Infrastructure Solutions Group. David?
Tom, thank you. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Tom. And thank you all for joining us today on this momentous occasion. On behalf of the tens of thousands of the newest members of the Dell Technologies family, let me say we could not be more excited about the business combination we have created today. I am delighted and honored that Michael has asked me to lead the Dell EMC Infrastructure Solutions Group based here in Hopkinton, Massachusetts, on the edge of Boston, one of the great centers of innovation and concentration of tech talents in the U.S. As Michael said, starting today as Dell Technologies, we become a larger, even more strategic partner, bringing together a really strong set of unparalleled market-leading capabilities to our customers and partners. If I look just at the Dell EMC business, we have clear market leadership positions. According to data from IDC, we're the #1 market share leader in external storage, in all-flash arrays, in backup and recovery, in x86 server units, in North America and APJ, in converged infrastructure, and in cloud IT infrastructure. And not being afraid to drive change and often disrupt ourselves, we've also established a leadership position in a number of important and newer market segments, including scale-out NAS and scale-out objects, software-defined storage, rack-scale flash, density-optimized servers, and hyper-converged infrastructure. When you step back and think about it, this is quite a lineup. Now, even better, all this market-leading technology across storage, backup servers, converged infrastructure, and cloud, and all with world-class support and services is available to our mutual customers from a single, trusted, strategic partner, Dell EMC. Of course, we're looking to expand our position with many of our customers and partners, and we're heartened by the large percentage who, in independent third-party surveys, tell us they see our combination as a good one for their business and one they're prepared to invest more in. So to all of our customers and partners, we can now say Dell EMC is open for business, and we look forward to serving you. Now, more broadly, when you look at what our customers are trying to do with IT, we believe that Dell Technologies is uniquely and extremely well positioned to help, providing the essential infrastructure for organizations to build their digital future, to transform IT, and to protect the key asset in the digital era, information. Our strategy and our portfolio enable our customers to build new cloud-native applications so they can make the move to digital and run their traditional applications because their business depends on these today. Traditional infrastructures are highly resilient and run the vast majority of applications in the business today. And here, IT is looking to both improve performance and resiliency while at the same time driving greater efficiency and lowering costs. We achieve this by helping IT implement a hybrid cloud strategy based on a modern data center architecture. That means flash, scale out, software-defined, and cloud-enabled technologies that are trusted and secure. And through our services, we're helping IT departments transform their people and processes and how their users use IT. Our enterprise hybrid cloud engineered solution makes all this available to our customers in an easy-to-deploy way, incorporating products from across Dell Technologies. Now, aside from traditional applications, we see the emergence of a new breed of cloud-native applications. These applications promise to transform the business and often the business model, providing true differentiation and competitive advantage. Cloud-native applications are built fundamentally differently from traditional applications. They often run on a fundamentally different infrastructure, software-defined, on industry-standard servers. It's a different paradigm built on a very different platform with a different architecture, supporting environments with 1,000 times more users, each of whom generate 1,000 times more data than ever before. So cloud native is about building new applications in new ways to transform the business for the digital era. And here, our native hybrid cloud engineered solution makes this all available to our customers in an easy-to-deploy way, incorporating products from across Dell Technologies. Now, of course, more and more customers have to do both of these at the same time. Manage the traditional IT that runs the business today and use the savings from an IT transformation to support a digital transformation. So to net it all out, today's CIO needs a hybrid cloud strategy based on a modern data center where both traditional and cloud-native applications can run side by side. Now at Dell Technologies, we can bring these capabilities together for our customers. With Dell EMC infrastructure and VMware, we can deliver the world's best converged and hyper-converged infrastructure. Adding automation software from VMware, we can help customers build private clouds and hybrid clouds. And when we add Pivotal Cloud Foundry, we have the leading platform as a service platform to help our customers build out new cloud-native applications. And of course, if our customers want to run in the cloud, we can move their applications to VirtuStream, the Dell EMC enterprise-class public cloud uniquely optimized for mission-critical applications. And RSA and SecureWorks provide the critical security capability to ensure our customers' hybrid clouds are protected from unauthorized access and advanced threats. And we're also uniquely positioned to support our customers' workforce transformation initiatives via Dell Client Solutions. So this combination really redefines the enterprise IT market by creating a new powerhouse with an unmatched technology portfolio delivered by an unparalleled level of talent, scale, and reach. The last thing I'd say is that we're really pleased about our personal partnership with Michael. He and Tom and the rest of the Dell leadership team have been great to work with on planning this integration. As we've worked with one another and gotten to know each other's teams better, we're all excited by the similarities and attributes that we share, such as the desire to win in the marketplace and a shared passion for technology and operational excellence that really bodes well for the future of our business and for our people and, of course, for our customers and partners. So we really could not be more excited about this day. Like Michael and Tom, I look forward to taking your questions, and with that, I'll pass the call back to Stella for Q&A.
Thank you very much, David. Thank you very much, gentlemen. A momentous day indeed. So we can now open for questions. Jennifer, can you please share instructions with how people on the call can ask questions?
Ladies and gentlemen, we will now begin the question and answer portion of today's call. Please limit yourself to one question. If you have a question, please press star 1 on your telephone keypad. You will be announced prior to asking your question. If you would like to withdraw your question, press the pound key. If you ask a question and you are also listening to the live webcast, please ensure the volume on your computer is muted. One moment, please, for the first question.
So star 1 on your telephone keypad.
That's correct, star 1 on your telephone keypad.
And we've got one coming through.
And our first question is from Lauren Onosorge with Triangle Business.
Hi, thank you for taking my question. I work in the Research Triangle Park area where obviously there's a significant EMC headcount. I was hoping you could talk a bit about North Carolina specifically, its importance in this deal, and what employees here can expect.
Michael, do you want to start, and then I'll follow up?
Sure. You know, there are significant sites there, and you know, we have a manufacturing facility. We have some development teams there as well. You know, those are important teams and definitely part of the company's future. So we're not anticipating any immediate changes in the presence there.
Yeah, and Laura, this is David. Let me just add, because most of those resources are part of the Dell EMC business. You know, we also have a significant data center down there. It's our second production data center. We also have created a set of global lab and technology resources down in the Triangle Park. So we're excited about that environment, that community. The tech talent down there is fantastic. And yeah, I think the key point to make for Triangle and also for these other locations is that, you know, whilst we may be kind of a dual headquarter company, we've got the Austin headquarters, we've got the Boston headquarters, we're actually a dual headquarter company that's very much global in nature. We have a significant number of strategic development, R&D, manufacturing sites around the world that form part of our critical ecosystem.
Our next question comes from Michelle Bailey with 451 Research.
Thank you. Congratulations on completing the deal this morning. A quick question around some of your cloud infrastructure assets. There's been a lot of discussion around the product, and I'd be interested in understanding some more around how you plan to bring together the cloud assets, specifically what you plan to build in-house around private cloud and hybrid cloud, and then more extensively how you plan to build out your partner ecosystem and the work that you may be doing with some of the public providers such as AWS and continuing work with Microsoft.
Yes, so Michelle, this is David. Let me take that. So you know, first of all, as we know, cloud in many different forms is a huge opportunity, and you heard me talk a lot in my comments about hybrid cloud, because we believe that is the future of the industry. We think that there'll be multiple forms of hybrid cloud out there, and by hybrid it means some element of on-prem coupled in partnership with an element of off-prem. And we have multiple aspects of our strategy that played into that. I mentioned that one of the positions that we're already the market leader in according to IDC data, is actually cloud IT infrastructure. And if you look at how much Dell and EMC sell individually, and you put that together into service providers or cloud partners in general, we're actually the infrastructure market leader in that segment today. And as Michael mentioned, being the essential infrastructure company, we want to expand those partnerships. Many of our integration and other alliance partners also run clouds, and we see great opportunities being the cloud infrastructure for those players. If you look at our strength in servers, you look at our software-defined capabilities, you look at our scale-out assets, they're all very much applying into the cloud space. Now, of course, we are going to have our own cloud as well. I mentioned VirtuStream, obviously with a focus on mission-critical applications. If you think of where the EMC grew up in the data center and our significant market share on mission-critical applications in the data center, as those applications look to move to a hybrid cloud strategy, that's where we'll also build out our VirtuStream asset. And then finally, I'd say on the VMware side, we have a significant presence in terms of the VMware Cloud Partner Network, where many of the same companies that EMC and Dell sell infrastructure to, VMware is also the software provider to those cloud companies, powering tens of thousands of clouds around the world. So finally, I mentioned that the private cloud, or the hybrid cloud with the private elements, the enterprise hybrid cloud and the native hybrid cloud are critical transformation platforms for our customers, and those are available today from Dell EMC. So we don't have to wait to get started to really exploit that opportunity as well. So as you can see, cloud is permeating and hitting many, many parts of our business.
Now, just one small addition to that, we also have within the family Pivotal with Cloud Foundry, which many of the largest companies in the world are using Cloud Foundry as the basis of their efforts to embrace cloud technology. And I think as David was discussing the various instances of where cloud technology is deployed, it's important to recognize that cloud is not just about where IT occurs, but how it occurs. And we're certainly quite involved in making the private cloud instances much more attractive and competitive. I think this is why you've seen areas like converged and hyper-converged grow very fast, and we're incredibly well positioned to take advantage of that going forward.
Thank you. Next question, please.
Your next question is from Kurt Woodward with Boston Globe.
Hi. Question for Michael specifically to start. Really big picture from a business standpoint. It's not often that huge organizations get, quite a lot larger and also speed up and become less bureaucratic and more innovative. So how do you guys deal with that kind of fact of life in a sector that's moving incredibly fast?
I've had the privilege of leading our company since its founding, and it's a large organization, and we always think about how do we go faster even as we get larger. What I can tell you is that the single best way that I've found to do that is to actually detach yourself from the 90-day reporting cycles that are common among large companies. So in 2013, we took the historic step to take Dell private, and I think that has kicked the company into a new gear. We've had 14 quarters in a row of gaining share in our client business, and I think the structure that we have with Dell Technologies allows us to not only have the scale that we mentioned in terms of R&D, innovation, the strength of the industry's strongest supply chain, but also the flexibility and agility where we can have startup businesses within Dell Technologies that act very fast and are not governed by short-term concerns, as the overall group is not governed by short-term concerns. So we mentioned earlier Boomi as a fast-growing unit, Pivotal, and we have others that will develop and grow organically within Dell Technologies. So a big focus for us will be remaining nimble and agile and ultimately gaining share as we continue to grow and serve our customers.
Our next question comes from Mark Walker with IDC.
Thank you. Congratulations, firstly. I'm calling from Johannesburg in South Africa. And I'd just be interested to understand, you've mentioned the concepts of your furthest reach. And within your organization, there's a lot of interest in how that reach extends into developing and growing areas such as sub-Saharan Africa. Could you give us an insight into, what are your plans around possibly using development hubs or labs in the region? Some other companies have established labs on the continent, also data centers. There are very few independent data centers on the continent. And also, if you can give us some insights on your partner networks across the African continent. Thank you.
We're operating in 180 countries, and Africa has grown over the last several years to be more than $1 billion in revenue, and certainly with, I think, population on the continent of 1.1, 1.2 billion, something like that, we see significant opportunities for that growth to continue. So we've made substantial investments in a number of the countries there. One of the things I'll tell you is that we found that once we put the investments in for mission-critical support, particularly for our enterprise infrastructure, that the growth followed. And we'll make investments commensurate with the opportunity, but we've been present in South Africa for almost 2 decades now, and we also have a substantial presence in Egypt as a function of the acquisition of EMC. EMC has a large site in Egypt. We also have a large site in Morocco and presence in a number of the other countries expanding as well. So again, in 180 countries, any place that our government allows us to operate, we will be operating.
And Michael, it's Tom. I would actually echo the comment in terms of we have an extensive channel program in Africa. If you think about our go-to-market activities with a heavy involvement of partners, distributors, and so pretty extensive network combined with the direct sales organization in a few of the countries, combined with the infrastructure and capabilities we've built in Morocco and Egypt, and so a pretty big footprint overall.
Your next question is from Yogesh Gupta with IDG India.
Hello, congratulations on the formation of new company. This is a small question for Michael Dell. How do you see Dell Technologies, the creation of Dell Technologies change the face or the skin of your competition landscape? Because you have HP and HP splitting up, and now HP is rumored to go private, and you have your another foe, IBM, which is exiting hardware lines. And here you have Dell Technologies, which is encompassing hardware, software, cloud services under one roof. If you could comment on that.
Well, I can't comment on rumors about other companies. We'll leave that to others. But what I can tell you is that I think that the formation of Dell Technologies is an industry, landscape-changing event. And if you think about the other companies, out there, they are in one form or another reacting to what we have done. And I think that informs their strategy. And we have stated for a long time that we think scale matters. And we think the ability to invest for the long term matters. We think innovation and breadth of go-to-market reach, matters as well. And so we feel, quite confident in our ability to grow and do well in both the new, interesting, fast growth parts of our industry, as well as those where there's consolidation underway. And I don't think there is, well, let's just say other strategies that others may be considering, I think are going to be more challenging. So we feel quite confident in the approach that we have taken, and we'll see how the others react to it.
Your next question is from Scott Fulton with Data Center Knowledge.
Good morning, gentlemen, and congratulations on the consummation. Tom, you mentioned VirtuStream as the public cloud destination for mission-critical cloud-native applications. Now, VMware also has considerable public cloud infrastructure, and as you know, last week, it reached a kind of an affinity deal with IBM on certain services with respect to IBM Cloud. Will VMware customers be pointed toward VirtuStream going forward? Will there be an affinity toward VirtuStream across the business units, or will VirtuStream's and VMware's public cloud capacities be merged together over time? Certainly, if any corporation has the wherewithal and the resources to do that, it's you.
We have no plans to merge VirtuStream with any part of VMware. If you were at VMworld last week, there was quite a lot of discussion about the evolution of service providers, public clouds, and VMware's role in that. And you may be familiar with the vCloud Air network, which is the significant effort that VMware has to allow service providers and cloud providers to use its software. And VMware, being essentially a software company, has enabled many companies to do this. IBM is certainly a very notable one. They announced a fairly significant expansion of the IBM partnership, and I would expect you'll see similar announcements from VMware in the future as well. So there you go.
We'll now take our final question from Gavin Clark with the Register.
Hi there, good afternoon. Just a couple of questions, I suppose. One is about the R&D spending. I noticed that you said there's be $4.5 billion, I think. According to numbers, I think Dell's one of the smaller spenders on the R&D scale in the sector. Microsoft, Intel, Amazon, Google spend way more than you guys. A lot of talk about innovation and opportunities. Are you going to be increasing your R&D spend, and if so, by how much? And then also overlap between products and I suppose employees. Are you looking at reviewing overlapping products, or are you going to maintain the product portfolio as it currently is?
This is Tom. Let me take that. From an R&D perspective, we do think that the combined spend of the organization is roughly in the $4.5 billion range post-transaction. We're satisfied with that level of spend. We think it gives us plenty of capability to build solutions and product capabilities that allow our customers to be successful. And so we'll continue to look at that as we go forward, and we'll invest as appropriate. We do have investment capability given the strength of the financial model of the business. From a product perspective, we have publicly stated that post-transaction we are committed to our product families. Obviously, over time, we'll think our way through and plan our way through what makes sense in terms of capabilities that might come together from a product capability over time. But in the interim, what we want to do is make sure that we reassure our customers that we will continue to support all of our product families as we move forward.
Thank you very much, everybody. That was our last question. Thank you for joining the call. We look forward to speaking to you very soon in the course of the next few weeks and months. Jennifer, you can now go ahead and close out the call. Thank you, everyone.
This concludes today's Dell Technologies Press and Industry Analyst Briefing. You may disconnect at this time.